Benz are the amazing anchors of Wake Up Nigeria, like me and you. Wow, that was fantastic. That was super, super fantastic.
Yeah, of course, that remains true. And welcome, 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 guys, to the most exciting breakfast television show, Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's our artsy. Oh, it's
it's Wednesday. Special, beautiful Wednesday.
I apologize. This week feels like it's gone in a whiff. Right, but hey, God, I mean, we're having such a blast here, right here in the studio this morning, and we are glad to have you right there on our screens.
Yes, it is a beautiful Wednesday, and I was just dropping my bars, I was dropping my lines. I feel like a poet this morning, and I'm sure that when you guys, wake up and you guys are ready with us, you're gonna enjoy the show. We have a lot in store for you guys.
They say haters can hate.
Potatoes can potates.
But you know the saying, of course, not the original. If it's not
the original,
it can never be
like the original.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And of course, we are always here to deliver undiluted, pure entertainment just for you.
Now, talking about originality, the show has been curated in a way that we bring you the best breakfast show you can ever get on Nigerian television. This is Wake Up Nigeria. You guys already know.
Yeah, and of course we have Winfrey standing by in the kitchen with the chef, which of course we'll be introducing later on. Hey Winfrey, good morning.
Hi, morning. Yeah, so we're here with Chef Nello. Hi, Chef Nello. How are you doing this morning? Oh, she has such a bright, beautiful smile. Oh, and very lovely dentition. How are you doing? Good? I'm fine. I see our chicken is ready.
Yeah.
We're eating just chicken this morning.
No.
We're prepping everything else.
Yes,
So, yeah, it's going to be a fun, fantastic Wednesday right here on the show. So, yeah, stick around. There's so much more coming up right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
Super excited, super excited. My name is Emil Kwacha.
And my name is Edgar Ariaha. Now, to give you some of the major highlights for today, just as Winfrey has mentioned, we are going to be having the special chef Nello to give us the unforgettable, culinary experience in the kitchen. We cannot wait for that one.
And of course, remember guys that you can watch us live at tvcentertainment.tv, and of course you can also watch us on Facebook at TVC Entertainment as well. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Follow us across all our social media platforms and drop those comments. We will be waiting to hear from you. And remember that also we are on GOTV channel 16 and UHF 49. Of course, also joining us on the show is Ella Centric. Right, she's a vibrating, creative artist who wears multiple hats in the entertainment, in the music industry.
All right, get ready. will be showing us a few tricks on DIY. Can't wait to see what you have for us,
Fingers crossed.
Okay.
And we love to celebrate you and your loved ones born in this month of love.
Yes, it is the month of love.
You will have all that you prayed for this year. You will have all that you wish for this year. You go get everything and more.
All right. Now on wellness, we'll be discussing the topic Real Men Don't Cry. That's interesting, and that's on fatherhood and depression with Dr. Obi Olama Nadi. She is fondly known as Radio Doctor, and her journey into mental health adversity started in 2018, inspired by her personal battle with postpartum depression. Obi is renowned for an unrelenting passion, extensive knowledge and practical approach to addressing various mental health challenges. We cannot wait to have her here and discuss about that, because I want to really understand about men and their tears.
Have you cried before?
I don't cry.
What do? You weep?
I don't. No. No, to be honest, I don't cry.
Yeah, so what do you do?
I blow it away. I just do this, and move on.
Why you? That's why a lot of you men are depressed. You should let it all out.
Wow.
Yes, let it all out.
All right.
Anyways, on that note, let's see what the weather would be like today.
Let's go. Hi, good morning, Nigeria. It is still the month of love. My name is Edgar Ereka, and this is the news. Yet another tanker explosion is occurred, this time in Adamo Estate. TVC News can confirm that the tanker laden with petrol gated two tankers at an MRS filling station along the Newman Road opposite the Jesco filling station near the Yola International Airport on Tuesday. The road leading into Yola, the state capital, was blocked as curious residents of the area rushed out to catch a glimpse of the inferno, ignoring the inherent danger. Two fuel tankers have been consumed by the fire as of press time, but men of the fire service have arrived at the scene. The emergency responders have begun efforts to contain the fire, but it seemed they had run out of water. Security personnel have also arrived at the scene to secure the area. Tanker explosions occurred in Nigeria at the time when petrol has become a precious commodity in Africa's most populous country, which is suffering its worst economic crisis in a generation. In January 2025, at least 11 persons were killed with a petrol-laden tanker exploding along the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. The tanker was said to have suffered brake failure, tumbled, and has its contents spilled, erupting in an explosion. Scenes of the Niger State tanker explosion, at least 86 persons died and 55 others were injured on Saturday, January 18, 2025, while scooping fuel from a fallen tanker in Niger State. Earlier in January 2025, at least 5 persons were killed when a tanker laden with petrol lost control and burst into flames in the Agor area of Delta State. In October 2024, a fuel tanker explosion in Jigawa State killed more than 172 people, with scores injured. So judicial matters, a special offences court in Ikeja, Lagos State, has discharged and acquitted former Minister of Aviation Femi Fani-Kayode, who is accused of medical forgery by the EFCC. Justice Olubunmi Abike-Fadipe held the prosecution failed to establish a link between the defendant and the offences for which he was charged. She also mentioned that after studying all the evidences of the prosecution witnesses, the court found no place where Mr. Fani-Kayode committed the offences being alleged. In 2021, the EFCC charged Mr. Fani-Kayode on a 12th count of procuring and execution of documents by false pretenses, use of false documents, among others.
I feel deeply humbled and honored. After so many years, this case started in 2021. So after all those years, finally we see justice. And I thank God for the judiciary of Lagos State. I thank God for my lawyers. Quite apart from this particular matter, on January the 15th, again we were discharged and acquitted by Justice So of the Federal High Court for another criminal case, which went on for 8 years since 2016. Before that time, I was discharged and acquitted of yet another criminal case in 2016 by Justice Ophelia Jomagobia, and of course on the 15th of January, Justice Soho, I was acquitted of yet another criminal case, and there was another one that we won on Court of Appeal at the Court of Appeal. So 4 criminal cases by the EFCC in the space of the last 18 years has been quite an ordeal for me. It has affected my family, my career, my business, my everything.
The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, has directed an immediate investigation into allegations of criminal activities within the Okore Correctional Center, Warri, Delta State. Special Advisor to the Minister of Media and Publicity, Babatunde Alao, says the minister strongly condemns the behavior and emphasizes that any form of indiscipline and misconduct will be met with severe consequences. He also assured the ministry's commitment to upholding the highest standard of integrity, transparency, and accountability. All right, that is all we can take at the time. Do not go anywhere. Still Wake Up Nigeria. We'll be right back.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally.
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach 2 million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707-272-8338 or marketing@tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Entertainment is life. That bit of life that makes life bearable, that makes it fun. And I know that what I do contributes to that, because I tell my staff that we are not just designers, we are actually selling joy and happiness. So when we're able to put a smile on somebody's face from the dress they wear, make someone very confident because of what they wear, we've done our job, and I'm sure that's entertainment.
Fantastic morning. It's been... What are you drinking?
This is what we call black tea. black tea.
Black tea. You know, I actually got black tea from some friends from Thailand.
Thailand.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the first time I actually was introduced into black tea. Right. And they say it has some really good, some nutritional benefits.
Yes, it does. It does, actually. I always
this your own does not have any. Not a single.
No, I always take
it
mine.
It has nothing.
You know, after taking the news, I always take my tea.
You well done on the news, by the way.
Thank you.
First time, you actually did a really good job. Well done.
Thanks, guys.
And yeah, thank you, Ebba, for starting it yesterday. Yeah.
Yes, so tell us. What do we have? What are we talking about this morning?
Yes, so, well, this particular story is quite touching.
Okay.
It was in the news over the weekend. It was a story of the doctor, a 36-year-old doctor in the U.S. Who recently committed suicide. Because of, so there were different reports.
Okay.
Some reports had it that, you know, he committed suicide because of, Winfrey is a lawyer here.
What's the word?
What?
Alimony.
Okay.
No, it wasn't alimony, it was child support.
Okay.
The court charged him for $15,000 for child support. That was what some reports said.
Okay.
And then some other reports came forward to say that he was charged $1,900 for, you know, child support. So, I mean, there were different reports, but at the end of the day, somebody died, you know, and it was quite a sad and shocking story. As a matter of fact, a friend of his related to someone that I know.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so the family is still very devastated, and this actually brought to the fore conversation around, which of course I'm really glad that we're having that conversation or discussion later on the show with our wellness experts talking about real men don't cry, what men go through, the different challenges that men have to face in today's world, and how that affects them mentally, and even though the father of the daughter, that is, they're not married. I mean, that's the man who committed suicide. So he has 2 children with this particular lady. They're not. There's no verified confirmation if they were married or not, but they had kids together, right? But the father of the girl came forward to say that as much as he shared his, he expressed his sympathy with the family of the doctor. He also said that the doctor held the kids and the wife in hostage for 3 hours. That it was at the point the police came in that he shot himself.
Ooh.
Right. So you can imagine the issues, summing up to that particular event, which is very tragic. And I think we need to begin to talk more about, men's mental health and what, you all need to do. And I'm glad you're a man on this.
Yeah, I mean, it's reading the whole news, it was
conversation.
It's quite disturbing, because when you read somewhere someone is holding his own family hostage for like 3 hours and then he decides to kill himself, that's deep. That's deep, because what are men really going through these days? What are men really going through these days? It's a conversation that we need to always talk about. It's something that we need to always bring forward. Most of the time you read social media stories and it's always the women that are talking about their problems, and all men, we like to hold our problems. We don't want to talk about it, but this is something that needs to be spoken about as men, So what do you think?
So speak about this.
No. I'm not going through anything. I mean, I'm good.
Oh, wow, you're not going through any in this life. Like I'm going through like this.
I'm super fine. I'm super good. Yeah, I just did the news. That was my only issue.
That's the only problem in this life.
But what do you think about it?
I mean, I saw the story. I feel it was a really sad one. I actually read. So I was trying to read and not read it at the same time, because it was a story that kind of drew me in, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to get too invested in this. So I feel like, there are different sides of the story, but so far we've heard more from the from the girls' part, because the father has come out to speak. Her herself literally even released the whole statement yesterday, talking about how, her kid is literally disabled. And she has been the one doing the whole child support the entire time. So now for them to literally be talking about custody of the kid, so it can be inferred that they were probably married, right? So they were probably at the court, probably trying to go over divorce and then settlement and all those kind of things, and then custody and all that. So she gets custody, and the guy is meant to literally pay $15,000 in child support. And all of that. And the interesting thing is that the guy was literally cardiologist. Yeah, cardiologist, and she's also in the medical field. And I think they probably went to medical school together, and that's where the whole thing started from and everything. But something I could say is, they are both Nigerians, and the father seems really vested in the story. To be honest, when I was reading the father's account, as much as, yes, it's his daughter, so of course, it will definitely see tilted in that regard. But I just felt like there's a way he went on about it that I felt wasn't necessary, especially at this point, considering the fact that the guy literally is late, irrespective of whatever he has done, whatever went on behind the scenes and all of that. But the thing is, there's still so much I feel has still not come out. So I don't think we're at the point where we can even say, oh, this or that is what really happened. We're literally just talking about the incident where, okay, fine, they said he held them at gunpoint for 3 hours, and then nobody from his side has come to counter that story, and then him shooting himself right when the police gets there. Because I'm thinking, okay, this is somebody so according to her, she's like, oh, we begged for our lives, we begged to leave for 3 hours. Then I'm thinking the police finally comes. If someone actually intends to kill you, he won't just kill himself and let you just move on. Do you understand? He will probably shoot you and shoot the kids. But then again, we're happy that was not the case. But yeah, it definitely begs the question. What definitely was going on in his mind that got to that point of thinking that literally taking his life was the only option out? Because $15K in damages, yes, of course, it's a lot of money. Living in the US, taxation and all of that, a lot is literally going on. But then again, as a cardiologist, I mean, as a medic, you literally are earning, your earning power literally is quite reasonable. Do you get? So somehow, I felt, even if that's what the court said, they could literally have conversations and where they could make things work out and like sort things out, as opposed to literally just taking that drastic decisions to end it all.
My major concern are the kids, the children here.
Yeah,
just imagine the trauma.
Have on them.
And then you were there with your mom hostage, and you know, the whole thing that would have happened, and then you notice police come in.
Assuming that was the situation.
Yeah, I'm just saying, assuming. But then it's deep, and then you have to grow with that mindset that this is what happened when I was at this age.
So yeah, there are different ways or different angles to look at this from. There's his mental health at the time of the event, the impact is going to have, the negative impact is going to have on these children.
Exactly.
And then also on the woman as well. Let's not leave her out of it, regardless of whatever issues that they were going through.
Exactly.
It also have impacted her in some way negatively. But let's just talk a little bit about men and how they're able to deal with issues or challenges that they have to face, whether it is at the home front, whether it is at the workplace, whether even in the society. You go to a place, I've been in conversations with some of my male friends, and there was a time we're talking about as a man, who do you look good for? Do you look good for the woman, or you look good for how you're being perceived? For example, you go to a place, if you're wearing a Crocs, or you're wearing just the slippers, how would people attend to you? Would they give you that respect? So that status symbol that is usually attached to how people address you, how people communicate with you, how people even want to have anything to do with you, is also an underlying kind of conversations that people usually do not have. But these things happen. The kind of car that you drive as a man matters. Even in the house, if you're living in a house where you have neighbors, kind of friends there's subtle competition, that goes, oh, I drive this car, I drive this car. Still goes back to status symbol. There's also conversations around your family, the kind of school your children go to.
True.
There's competition within the kind of school your children go to. Oh, my children go to this school. Or my children go to this private school. Or my children go to this private school. Those sort of things also, sort of adds to the pressure that men have to go through. Now, do they talk about these things? That is a question mark. Do they talk about them? Do we have communities, support groups that helps to, sort of alleviate the pressure, that some of these men go through? Because like they say, a problem shared is half solved. You're talking about it, you're expressing yourself, you're letting it out. In terms of statistics, the number of suicide rates within for men has increased.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much, ladies, for sharing your thoughts about that. That is all that we can take at this point. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Valentine's season is here and love is in the air. Guess what? Your View is kicking off 2025 with a bang, hosting our first ever live show on the 14th of February 2025 at the brand new TVC Communications Eco Atlantic Studios. You want to be a part of the magic? It's simple. Secure your seat now by registering online. Just send us your name, phone number, and tell us why you would love to join the fun. Get ready for hot conversations, fresh perspectives, and a chance to share your own view on trending topics. And oh, did we mention we have tons of gifts up for grabs? Don't let anything ruin your Valentine's Day. Join us for love, laughter, and lots of unforgettable moments. See you there.
As the morning light filters in, the Max Breakfast kickstarts your day from the bedside.
We bring you the morning vibe and plenty of ginger to start your day right.
Join us on the Max Breakfast as we help you seize your day one step at a time. On Max Hits, we've got the ultimate playlist for you. We give you back-to-back
and all the biggest news from the world of entertainment Only a Max hits.
Area! Waiting the apple, waiting the shop. You need to award winning waiting the 102.3 Max FM.
Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome to the Max Drive.
Whether you're there for inside motor, you're there for inside traffic, we're there for you with the Max Drive.
You know what it is. It's the Max House Party. King Dion, DJ Charlie Shee. Let's go!
102.3 Max FM. Hit music for Lagos.
Entertainment for me, first of all, I say it's a vocation. It's work for me. It's a way of life that brings about merriment, relaxation, and it's happiness. It's everything good put together. Anything at all just to make you happy, give you joy, make you laugh, make you dance. Entertainment is a way of life for anyone.
Was a civil rights activist, poet, and award-winning author known for her acclaimed 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and her numerous poetry and essay collections. Angela was born on April 4th, 1920.
All right, it is my favorite part of the show. It's time for musical performances. I love them a lot. Now we have someone here. Ella-centric. She is a vibrant creative artist who wears multiple hats in the music industry. She is a gifted singer, songwriter, cover artist, background vocalist, and she has carved a niche for herself. Today, she's going to be giving us something beautiful. How you doing, Ella-centric?
I'm fine, thank you, Edgar.
I love that smile. All right. So tell me, how long have you been singing for?
Well, I've been singing since I was 4.
4?
But then professionally for 10 years.
Okay, but you started singing before. Were you singing Black, Black, Black Sheep?
Funny enough, at 4, I did my first actual performance. I did Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
And then you knew at that moment that you would love to be singing for a longer time, yes?
Yeah, so my mom did jazz for 30 years.
Your mom did jazz?
Yes. So I grew up with music, and I knew that, okay, I think this is something I want to do, like with my life.
All right, so have you released any of your songs? Because I know you also do covers as well, but have you released any of your songs?
So I have 4 singles out. Yes. I have a couple of features, and I released 2 songs for a short film last year.
What films? What films?
So it is God's Love, a Joker origin story. It's on YouTube.
Oh, actually. Wow. All right. So what is your greatest cover? I know you've done a lot of covers as well, but what is your greatest cover? Something that if I wake you up tomorrow morning to say, sing immediately, you would just deliver.
Okay, so there was this one time I did Come and See by Moses Ako.
Okay.
I mean, the song is a ballad, but I did an amapiano style of it, and people really loved it. So I think that is one cover that stood out to me.
Oh, you, all right. And you have this on social media as well, yes?
Yes, it's
what is your genre of music? What would you name your genre of music? What is your style?
So I would say Afro gospel, Afro R&B, Afro soul. So
but there must be Afro something, fusion. Afro
because I have so much
fusion.
energy. So yes.
I would love to see that energy. What song are you performing right now?
I'll be performing Don't Grow Up.
Don't Grow Up.
Yes.
I think that's why I look this way. All right, guys. Let's see you perform.
Thank you.
All right.
Welcome into the Wake Up Nigeria Kitchen. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. I'm here with Chef Nello. Hi, Chef. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, and it seems like you're actually preparing something quite interesting for us this morning. I'm already liking the way it looks. Unripe plantains. I see some. Is this F4?
No, it's the green leaf.
It's F4 now. All right, so tell me, what are we making today?
Okay, so we're just making vegetable sauce with steamed plantain and grilled chicken.
All right, vegetable sauce, steamed plantain, and grilled chicken. Okay, tell me, let's run through the ingredients quickly. What do we need for this?
Okay, so we just need the plantain, and this is chicken breast. This is already roughly blend pepper mix. So we have the pepper shovel and the rodo with the onion.
All right.
Then this is green leaf and our onions. So this is already like a mix to marinate the chicken.
Oh, okay. Tell me, what do we have in that mince?
Okay, so we have garlic, we have parsley, we have pepper, we have olive oil.
Okay, what type of pepper do we have there?
So we have rodo.
Okay, just rodo.
Yeah.
Okay, was that cooked or was it steamed?
It's just
blended together
with olive oil.
With olive oil. Okay, so and fresh garlic, fresh ginger, and all of that.
Parsley.
And all of that is meant to be used to marinate the chicken.
Yeah.
We're doing chicken breast now?
Yes.
Okay, chicken breast. Amazing. Okay, let's quickly run through the process of making this dish. So I know we have water on the fire, yeah?
Yes.
So what goes in first?
So we're going with the plantain. I'm boiling the plantain with the skin.
Ooh, okay,
so,
I hear that's a healthy option.
Yes, it's very healthy. It retains more fiber.
All right.
So it just helps the digestion and the bowel movement.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So does that help? Does that apply also to ripe plantain, or does this apply only to?
No, both the ripe and the
unripe. So what goes to the skin?
Ripe plantain is more healthy.
Of course, it's healthier than ripe.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So this meal is actually is a diet safe meal, I could say.
Yes. So I'm actually a nutritional chef.
Oh,
so that's why I'm doing this.
All right. Okay. Great. So let's go over to the sauce now. Or should we talk about the grilled chicken first? Let's do the grilled chicken, then we'll move to the sauce. So what's the process for that one?
The grilled chicken, you just have to marinate and allow to rest for like 5 minutes. Then we grill with the olive oil. So I have my olive oil here with me.
Okay. Okay. Are we pan grilling?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So we're pan grilling.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So not deep frying.
No.
Right
No.
now.
Not deep frying. Just grill a bit.
We're just gonna touch up the pan with
Yes,
the oil
and
then just. All right.
yes,
Great.
yes.
Okay. So let's talk about the sauce.
Okay. So the sauce, we're just going to steam up. Start with the pepper mix.
Okay.
So when it's cooked for about 3 minutes, we're going with our vegetable. But I'll have to like blanch the vegetable first to have that green fine look for it. So to just give the beauty to the food. Yeah.
Okay. So when you talk about blanching vegetable, what do you mean?
So we have our hot water boiled. So we just have to just pour the hot water on it. Then immediately you remove and run through cold water.
Doesn't that like reduce the nutritional value of it, considering the fact that vegetables have already been cut?
Yes, it doesn't.
Because we're going to cook it now, right?
Yeah, we're going to cook it. It just helps to remove any other external.
Yes. So yes, of course. So now blanching is actually a very, very important process, especially if you're probably taking vegetable raw or you're not cooking it for too long. So now what it does, it literally helps to kill any extra germs you literally don't get from washing like a number of times. And we all know vegetables can actually be sandy and dirty sometimes. So so you blanch, just pour hot water over it and take it out, and then you're good to go. And
just run into cold water.
Through cold water, to stop the cooking process.
Yes.
All right. And also, this is also very interesting because the color, that thing you said about the color is actually true. So once you blanch vegetable, it literally just gives you that green,
vibrant green
like it literally comes alive.
Yes.
All right, amazing. So when are we? So I actually thought we're not frying the sauce.
No. So I'm a Chilean chef, so I'm just trying to.
You're not frying anything, chef, today.
Yeah, it's just.
I actually thought the normal process of fry your onions, your pepper, but instead we're starting with that.
Yes.
So this goes. So when does the onion go in?
Okay, it goes with the
pepper as well.
Yes.
Okay, so how many minutes are we going to be cooking that for?
So in less than 10 minutes, we're done with the sauce.
All right, amazing. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's about it. Yeah. So I mean, if you literally listen in this conversation, you definitely know what we're going through right now in the process, in the kitchen, right? And by the time we're back in the kitchen, Chef Nello will definitely be in, right, knee deep into making our breakfast for today. So stay with us. There's still so much more coming right here on Wake Up Nigeria. So we're going to break. We'll be right back.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
Entertainment, I believe, is expression of life. It's bring you into my world, what I love, what I feel when I dance, when I'm happy, when I'm sad, all my emotions all mixed together. I'm bringing it out to just entertain you and immerse you into my own world. Entertainment is life, entertainment is God, entertainment is love.
But like they say, consistency will bet more discoveries. Say more I continued working, with the cutleries after school and completely moving into Lagos from service in 2015. The more that I created, the more my minds were open to more and bigger pictures of what I can achieve. And right now it's there are basically no box for me. So it's all about thinking outside the box, because the box really doesn't exist for me. I can make almost anything with art. Art is deeply spiritual and metaphysical in nature. Depending on how much you give into your creative process and your creative child, also depends on the amount of information you're given. So my works, you will find, are beyond just making pictures. They tell stories about the present and the past, and also tell stories about the future. I've created pieces that have given clue about the future. Pieces from 2019 playing out in 2020, and a lot of them, that will still play out in the future. So what I do with my art is I spend a lot of time to conceptualize and meditate and completely rely on my creative guardian to give me information basically on every piece that I create. Who you are. Even when you're gone, people can never forget you for. My name is Abinoro Collins, and I'm a cutlery artist.
Wow.
Interesting feature there.
Yes.
Spoon artist. I mean, I remember when I shot that feature.
Yeah.
So I stumbled on his Instagram page, and I was fascinated by it. Someone who can, talking about recycling or repurposing used spoons.
Wow.
Instead of, just throwing it away and, polluting our environment. And that also brings us to what we'll be doing today on our DIY segment.
Okay.
We are going to be recycling old CD cases.
Oof.
What have you been doing with it? You said you had a bulk of them.
I have. So growing up, I always watched wrestling, and we used to buy the CDs on the road.
Yeah.
So I have a store where I just put everything there.
So we see how, over the years, we've seen how, our video content has been, has evolved, how it's been, distributed. And so we used to have them in cassettes.
Yes.
Cassettes. You remember cassettes?
Sets.
Whatever happened in those days. Oh my
Life
God.
happened.
And then at some point we started having them, you know, in DVDs and CDs. And so now that we have evolved, you know, into another, you know,
streaming platform
and all sorts of transferring content and, you know, sharing of content.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your old DVD, CD cases?
Wow.
Well, I'll be showing you today how to recycle and repurpose them. Now, it's quite a coincidence, right, that on the day I did that feature, the one you just watched on the Spoon Artist, he actually was the one who gave me the seashells.
Wow.
He had so many of them. And I was thinking, what do I do with those seashells?
Okay.
So I decided to, so after creating and repurposing my CD case, I'm going to teach you guys how to do this in a bit. I decided to decorate them, you know, with using seashells. Right. So if you look closely at this, you see that it is also used as a picture frame.
Nice.
So it serves as
a picture frame.
Yeah, it serves as two purposes. It could serve as a picture frame, and it could also serve as a flower pot.
Wow.
You see?
Yes, this is indeed beautiful.
You see that? So I'll be showing you quickly what to do with them. So right here I have my pictures, which I'll be using, and these are pictures of me during my Thanksgiving, my wedding Thanksgiving.
Come on.
I was looking for how to get hard copies, and this was just around, and I just, you know, took them. Right. And then, so if you don't want to use them as picture frames, you could also use them as I'm big on affirmations. So you could have like a piece of paper, and then you could, I brought in a marker, so you could just write what you want for yourself in the year 2025, or something to just inspire you.
All right, good.
What are your affirmations for this year?
Yeah,
what's that affirmation that you're really big on that inspires you?
Yes, I want to get married this year.
Okay, so you write it there, and then we're going to put it in
I want
here.
to get married. I want to date, get married, give birth to like twins.
Okay, that's a lot.
This year.
That's a lot. Okay, so I already started, you know, with our CD case here. So what we're going to do is, so what I did here basically is to remove the contents in the CD case. That is the CD itself, the paper that is usually used, and then, you know, basically the shellings of the CD case, just remove them. And what we have here is an empty CD case, as you can see here. Well, as you can see closely, I've already started. So this is a picture of me, and it's just based, all you just need to do is just tuck it nicely and neatly into your CD case, and it just fits. So what I did here is just glue one part of a CD case to another part. So I'll show you in a bit.
All right.
Okay, so we have one CD case here. So you take this one.
Okay.
Right, so we can do it together.
Cool.
Fine. Okay, so this is this the inner of the CD case, the shelling I was talking about. So what we're just going to do is take it out gently.
Okay.
You don't want to, because the CD case is quite fragile, you have to, you know, do it with care. So we're just going to put this aside because you don't need this. But then again, in our next episode, I'm going to be teaching you what to do with the CDs and the DVDs itself. Right, so you're not just dumping it. Right, so now I'm just going to take in the paper. Yeah, always there. I know growing up we used to think they were stuck to the case, but actually not, so you could actually just take it out. Now, so what we're going to do is get your super glue to the rescue. Yay, get a good one. Right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to stick this on nicely in a way that, you know, so I have my glue here.
All right, guys.
Right, so I'm just going to put on some glue here, a generous amount of super glue. I remember doing this 7 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been that long.
Yeah, wow, and still looks very good and new.
Yeah, really, really long. So I'm just going to tuck this in. And then, okay, so there you go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So remember, we're making it into
a square.
A square, right. So stick that glue in. You need to hold it firmly together just so that it doesn't fall apart. well, working with glues sometimes can be very tricky, and especially with some of the materials that you're using. Right. So just going to do that. Hold it in for a minute. You can blow into it. So if you have those CD cases, and you don't know what to do with them, instead of just throwing them into the trash and just polluting our environments, please recycle them, repurpose them. There's so many things that you can use these items for, around the home. Instead of it even saves you a lot of money, right? Because these days we're all about we are paying more attention to how our homes look and feel, because if your home looks good, it makes you feel good. You feel good about it.
The aesthetics of having this around the house is brilliant. When you have great artworks around.
Okay, so now that has been glued to it, I'm just going to. Okay, let me take this out for a minute.
Okay.
So I'm just going to glue this on here. So voila. I'm going to do that in a bit, but again, I just want you to have an idea, so you don't think, Amen will just come and just be boring us right here on the show. I'm not boring you. It actually does work. It's very easy, very, very easy. And this is something that you can also do with the kids. They're absolutely going to love it. It also helps with their cognitive, abilities and their development as well. I remember, putting this to. I remember. Showing my kids this, and they were so fascinated by it. They were like, "Oh, mommy, you actually made this!" I was feeling like it was making me feel like a hero.
All right.
Yeah.
This is indeed very, very beautiful.
So Edgar wants 2 baby mamas.
Yeah. What did I write there? Yeah.
You want 2 baby mamas and no babies.
Yeah, 2 baby mamas, no babies.
That's your goal for 2025.
Yep.
We listen. We don't judge. So imagine having this, and you just, you could even have them, you could even use stick-ons, those stick-on papers, you could even use stick-ons. It's just very easy. You just put it in here, and, you just stick it in, right? And you're good to go. So you just put it somewhere in your room, and it just constantly reminds you of, your goals, your, affirmations, even before you step out of the house, so there's so much you can do with this. And now I decided to bring a bottle of diffuser so that you could also see another, you could just put your diffusers in.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, if your diffuser bottle isn't really good to go. Or you can even use refill diffuser bottles. Those ones are cheaper. If you cannot get or buy the diffuser bottles, you could just get the refills, and if you have this, because if you get the bottle, these are forever. They're always going to be in use. And there you go.
I cannot wait to see what this will turn out to be.
So I'm just going to finish this up in a bit.
And then at the end of the show, we'll probably just show them what we have done. Cannot wait, guys. Yes.
And that's it on our DIY segment for now. Please, guys, I would like you to send in your videos, your pictures. You've been sending in comments, and I really
Buy your seat now by registering online. Just send us your name, phone number, and tell us why you would love to join the fun. Get ready for hot conversations, fresh perspectives, and a chance to share your own view on trending topics. And did we mention we have tons of gifts up for grabs? Don't let anything ruin your Valentine's Day. Join us for love, laughter, and lots of unforgettable moments. See you there.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
You know, I just noticed that I'm actually twinning with my hair. Like my dress, the same color with my hair.
I think it looks amazing, by the way. You always look good whenever you do your fashion thing. I'm learning from you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome back, people. It's the second half of your #1 breakfast show on Nigerian television, Wake Up Nigeria. And if you loved the first hour, did you catch up on the cooking segment? Did you catch up on our DIY segment and also a musical performance? You ain't saying nothing yet. That's just a tip of what we have to show you right here on your favorite breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes, as always, we try everything within our power to live up to your expectations and make every single second of your time with us count. And hopefully, we leave you guys with an amazing smile.
Yes, I hope you have your seatbelts fastened, people, because excitement can be extremely bumpy, right? But it's definitely an enjoyable ride all the way.
All right, warning. It's quite okay. It's just a little addiction to the show. Nothing we can't handle.
Yeah.
So you guys will love it. You guys will love this one. We're pretty sure.
Yeah. And of course, our chef is right there, Chef Nello with Winfrey in the kitchen, cooking up a storm. That is one sizzling recipe, I'll say.
All right, what is happening in the kitchen? Tell us now, what's happening over there, guys?
Yeah, they're too focused in the cooking. I mean, they're just right there into it. But
yeah, there's so much happening here. So here with Chef Nello, we're making, our plantain is coming together nicely. Grilled chicken, looking and smelling good. Well done, Chef. So I didn't ask you earlier, did you add any spice to the chicken?
Yes, I did. I had some seasoning.
Some seasoning to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. So yes, our sauce is literally what's left for us to make, right?
Yes.
And yeah, so that's about it. So our plantain and veggie sauce is literally underway. Our veggies are literally being blanched, or have been blanched back there at the sink. So yeah, it's actually come together really nicely.
All right. We'll come back to the kitchen in a bit.
Yes.
To really dig into what into today's recipe, but would like you all to please stay with us and be a part of this exciting journey. My name is Imeo-Koche.
And my name is Edgar Ereka. Now remember that you can use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian television.
Remember, guys, that you can also watch us live from absolutely anywhere across the world through our mobile app. Use the download on the Google Play or iOS store.
Now you can also watch us on GOTV channel 16 and UHF channel 49. Yes, we're everywhere, guys.
And we're also on the terrestrial platform, I'll add. We implore you guys to follow us on all our social media platforms. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC, at TVC Entertainment. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X. You can find us everywhere. Now let's dive into what we have on the show today.
Yes.
With, of course, Mr. Chef Nello in the kitchen. She would, take us through the preppings for our recipe. We also have our wellness birthday
shout-outs. Yes, we still have
right.
birthday shout-outs. We're going to be wishing those that are celebrating their birthdays in the month of February the special month of love. And we're going to be wishing you guys a great, great month.
All that you prayed for this year, you would have. All that you wished for this year, you go get. Everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
And on wellness, we will be discussing Real Men Don't Cry, Fatherhood and Depression with Dr. Obi Olama Nadi. She is fondly known as Radio Doctor, and her journey into mental health advocacy started in 2018. Well, I can't wait for this conversation, and I know that it's going to be an interesting one.
All right, all right.
And of course, we have Ella Centric, who's going to be wrapping up the show.
Yeah, she already gave us some
high notes,
beautiful tunes
yes,
earlier on.
did.
We cannot wait for her to come back and wrap the show for us.
Right.
All right.
Well, before we head back to the kitchen, let's check out the weather.
No. Before we check the weather, what do you think so far about the show? Tell me. I want to know what you think.
Well, you know, that's quite an interesting question.
Yeah, because you know what, as anchors, we never, sometimes we don't react, think about it.
Yeah, I think we don't really process every single segment of the show because we are in the show.
Yes. I think it has been super amazing. For those of you that didn't catch it, I did the news today. And he was super amazing.
Yeah,
and
he
then
was.
We had
He was. And right there, we have to head over to the kitchen and catch up with the chef and Winfrey.
What's happening in the kitchen?
Welcome back into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. It's beautiful Wednesday edition right here in Wake Up Nigeria. I'm still here with Chef Nello, and we're making our boiled plantain, so boiled unripe plantain with grilled chicken and vegetable sauce. Yeah. So our plantain has literally been on the fire for a while. How long does it typically take, like unripe plantain to cook?
Okay, so it takes about 10 minutes. But when you're doing this with the skin, so immediately the plantain pop up, then it's done. If you look at it, it's coming out.
So once it starts coming out of the nice. So you don't even have to poke it with a fork, right?
Yes.
So once it starts coming out of the skin, you know it's actually ready. Oh, nice. That's actually a nice one. Okay, all right. So our chicken, we've had the first batch already cooked.
Yeah.
And we're literally grilling with a lot of oil. So you're grilling, get us a beef. But yeah, I mean, we're making it work. Yeah, in case you don't have a grill at home, you can literally use your pan. And you should just drizzle a little bit of oil in it. And then that's looking coming together really nicely. So in here, tell me, we have our pot. It's dry now. So we're going to start making our vegetable sauce right now. So show me. And see that? So the vegetable has literally been blanched. So you're actually using a little bit of oil.
Yeah. I'm going to use like a little bit of oil.
Okay. And see that now? The leaf has literally come alive. It's so green. Yeah. And what are we going in with next?
So we're going in with this.
Okay. So that's our minced mix.
Yeah.
So in there we have what again?
Pepper, tatashe, chobo, rodo.
Tatashe, chobo, rodo. Then again, I'm going to ask you, how did you get this rough blend?
Okay,
do you use a food processor?
You can use a food processor, but whether you don't have a food processor, you can use your blender, but you have to put like a lot of water to blend. So you put a lot of water, it just give you the raw blend. Immediately it's blended, you remove it, you just take it off, get a fine sieve, you pour it and sieve out the water.
You get water and then you get this. All right, amazing. I love the way it looks. It looks really evenly blended and rough as well. So we're going with some onions. Did we have onion in the previous mix?
Yes.
Okay, so we had onion, atarodo, shombo, tatashe. We had garlic there as well.
Yes.
Do we have tomato at all?
No, not tomato.
Tomato at all.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then some more onion.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So I just want this to be on a low heat.
Okay.
So just cook on a low heat.
Okay. So low heat, why? Why do you want it to be on low heat?
So it's slow cooked.
Okay.
Every veggies like the tomatoes, the pepper, and then it has a little bit of water in them. So when you slow cook, you just produce a bit of their juice.
The juice.
So you just give it a good seasoning. It's like you're building your flavor.
Your flavor. All right. Okay. So when you slow cook vegetable, because actually, we're using it to make like fried rice now.
Yeah.
You actually cook it on high heat because you don't want it to come out and you don't want it to get soggy. But this one, we're trying to extract some juice from it. So yes, we actually slow cook it. All right, amazing. So we're going to leave that for how long?
2 minutes. And we're done.
2 minutes and we're done. All right, we're back to checking our chicken, making sure that that's actually well cooked on the inside. And we're using chicken breast, and chicken breast doesn't take time.
It doesn't take time to cook.
So yeah. So now you said our plantain is ready, right?
Yes.
So we're going to turn that off. Yes, and take that out and drain out the water. And then peel it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready.
All right, and then we're ready to go. This is literally almost ready, guys.
In this stage, when you have chicken stock, you can add to it.
You can add to it. Okay. To also help draw out the juice, right?
Yes.
Okay, but we're not putting any chicken stock today. But you're going to be using
have.
Okay, you do have
chicken stock.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's frozen.
Okay.
So just put it.
So we're just going to allow that. Okay. So we actually have a little of that coming out.
Yeah.
We're just going to allow that also. All right. So that's going to help draw the water as well.
Yeah.
And then, give or take, how many minutes do we need to leave this on fire for?
So like 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah, before you had your veggies.
All right.
Once you have your veggies, you just have like 1 minute, 2 minutes, and the food is ready.
And we're good. All right, amazing, because this is actually a really quick breakfast you can make. It's quick and healthy. That's the amazing thing about it. It doesn't take time at all. So especially if you're not doing like the chicken breast and all of that.
Yeah.
But then again, by the time we're back in the kitchen, I'm sure our breakfast will be ready.
Of course.
And we'll probably be about serving. All right, amazing. Well done. Thank you. Well done, Chef.
Thank you, Mom.
All right. And that's it from I and Chef Nello here for now. There's still so much more coming right here on Wake Up Nigeria. We'll be back. Please stay with us.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars.
So let me go and look for my jam results. So
my 20 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jam results.
I want to close the show.
I can go. I can.
Okay, that's all we can take. Ejeki, close the show. Give Fadala.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 1 unavailable by Davido featuring Musa Keys.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo, shiny, yeah. Say recap done, and it's time for number 1 on the countdown. One of Nigeria's hottest artists right now, his name is Rema, and this one is called Charm. Kick it.
Another.
For dessert, and a bit of nightcap. We have the nighttime and online specials.
I want to start the gym, yeah, but do you know one thing that's actually keeping me
age? You don't see anything. It gives you that full rounded support. That's what the full coverage bra does. Then for the t-shirt bras is for t-shirts. When you want that smooth effect, that smooth look, you wear a t-shirt bra, so you don't have any lines showing underneath your clothes and all. So for a push-up bra gives you a little bit of volume. It gives you volume and it gives an illusion of an added cup, like you look fuller than normal. That's what a push-up bra does for you. But a super push-up bra gives you 2 sizes. It adds 2 sizes to your normal size. So it gives you more volume than a push-up bra. So you're adding more boobs. You look like, okay, this lady is busty. So that's what a super push-up bra does for you. Then a strapless bra is that bra for every occasion. You're going for a party, you want to wear a shared dress and you don't want your straps showing, you go for a strapless bra. The kind of bra you wear depends on what you're wearing that day or that instant. You might want to wear a t-shirt bra and you might have a strapless bra, but that bra is lacy, but you can't wear a strapless lacy bra under a t-shirt because you want a smooth effect. So it depends on what you're wearing. When you wear a wrong bra size, you start feeling uncomfortable. It makes most women lack confidence. You always have a reason to adjust. You're always conscious of the fact that, oh, my bra is moving and all that. It gives backache, it gives shoulder pain. At times it gives irritation. You see people reacting to the fact that they're wearing maybe a bra that's too tight or too loose or so many things. Or backache, shoulder pain, you don't feel confident wearing a wrong bra size. You're always conscious of the fact that you always have to adjust, touch and do 1 or 2 things while you're moving on the road. For the measurements, you'll start with the underband. That's the underbust of the bra. This is the underbust. For the underbust, I got a 38. For the top of the bust, the underbust measurement has to be tight, then the top of the bust measurement has to be exact. No addition, no subtraction. So for the underbust, I got 44. So you do a subtraction, 44 minus 38. So 38 is the underbust, 44 is the top of the bust measurement. So you have to do a subtraction. So 44 minus 38, that will give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the number 6, that's 6. So we have to count in bra alphabet, because bra alphabet is different from the normal alphabet we learned in school. So there's an A, there's B, there's C, there's D, there's DD, then there's E. So for this measurement I just did now, I got a 38E. So that's how bra measurement works. So you have to be familiar with the bra alphabet before you can understand it. So for bra alphabet there's A, B, C, D, DD, E, F, FF, G, GG, and so on. So you have to be familiar with it for you to be able to determine, to know the kind of bra or the size you'd wear. Yes, I recommend 7 bras at least 1 for each day. So to avoid irritation, you know, some people, we have different skin types. Some people sweat a lot and some don't. So for elasticity, it's better for you to wear 1 bra each day, so it can create space for longevity. So you can use that bra for years without having to complain. But if you keep wearing 1 bra all the time or 2 bras all the time, you always have to exchange. There will be something will come up. It might just decide to pop, or the iron might just decide to just loosen out, and that thing really weakens the seams of the bra. So we need to at least have 7 bras for each day. So when you wear this one, you know you're wearing it till next week.
All right, interesting feature there on bras. I, on the other hand, think they are one of the most uncomfortable piece of clothing. But that's my opinion. But hey, it's time for birthday shout-outs. Yay! I think on this note, at this juncture, I'm even going to borrow one of Edgar's, all those his funny songs. Hey, happy birthday. No, I'm not Edgar. Let's move on. All right, on birthday shout-outs today, we have Elder Moses Aboba. The 4th of February is your birthday. This is from Mr. and Mrs. Aregbeshola.
This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Birthday Jamal Badmus. The 1st of February is your birthday. This is from Taiwo Badmus.
I wish you
Happy birthday, Kabir Olugbenga Razak. The 3rd of February is your birthday. You are celebrating yourself.
I wish you all the best. This day is your day, and I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you.
Happy birthday, Miriam Olaide Ajoke. The 8th of February is your birthday. Alaji Pepple is celebrating you. Happy birthday, Mohammed Bello. The 5th of February is your birthday. Toib Bello is celebrating you.
This day is your day. I wish you all the best. This day is your day, and I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for.
Mrs. Babatunde Esther, the 1st of February is your birthday. Your children send this shout out.
Everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Ifelowo Damilola. The 3rd of February is your birthday. This is from the Ogundokums. Happy birthday.
And prosperity, yeah. This day is your day. I wish you all the best. This day is your day, and I wish you very well. This year you will.
This day is your day. Okay, Aviola, the 6th of February is your birthday. This is from Oke Dola, your brother.
Everything and more. Hey, everything and more. This day is your day.
Happy birthday, Oladoyin Awolowo. The 5th of February is your birthday. Moturayo Babayemi is sending the shout out.
All that you wish for this year, you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Olatunji Bolatito Ayomide. The 3rd of February is your birthday. Mr. Raji is celebrating you.
I wish you long life and prosperity, yeah.
Happy birthday, Olufisola Lahomi. The 7th of February is your birthday, and Zay is sending this shout out.
You will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more.
Happy birthday, Rufus Ibrahim. The 3rd of February is your birthday. This is from Onyade Temidara, your friend. Happy birthday.
I wish you long life and prosperity, yeah.
We wish you long life and prosperity. Oh yeah, oh I love this song. Happy birthday to all our February celebrants. It's our month of love. but can we please extend it to the rest of the other months of the year? Thank you very much. Wishing you a beautiful year ahead. And that's it on Birthday Shout Out. The show continues. Wellness is next. Stay with us.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars.
So let me go and look for my jam results.
By 280 or 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jam results.
I want to close the show. I can go. I can. That's all we can take. I choose to close the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, at number 1, Unavailable by Davido featuring Musa Keys.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo, shine, 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 shiny, yeah. Say recap done, and it's time for number 1 on the countdown. One of Nigeria's hottest artists right now, his name is Rema, and this one is called Charm. Kick it.
Another.
For dessert and a bit of nightcap, we have the nighttime and online specials.
I want to start the gym, yeah, but you know one thing that's actually keeping me back?
You should start the gym to get fat. Cricket.
She says she does pole dancing to empower women.
What's the difference?
There's a difference.
That's what I'm saying.
So pole dancer, you're already almost naked. You're already almost naked.
The empowerment for me.
Sex can make your relationship better.
No.
Sex can never be overrated.
It is needed.
Especially when it's good sex too. Almost every guy has been with somebody's girlfriend.
But they are for all of us now.
That's why you're still single.
I would not agree or disagree with that because I don't want to get into trouble. I have a home to go to.
Your next question.
Oh, you ready to fail?
Who is the better? You scissors. What is it?
That woman.
Bam! Bam!
Today we'll go here.
Hey.
Let's get talk now.
I'm sure we've been able to satisfy your cravings, yeah? Stay good. TVC Entertainment for Pure Entertainment.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
Brand new studio, brand new set, a new face, but still your favorite breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria.
It's a fresh new energy, new vibe. You smell that?
Now that's the smell of tasty, tantalizing food from our various chefs.
And when it comes to sports updates with insightful analysis, the place you want to be is Wake Up Nigeria.
That's right. Every second there's a fresh occurrence, and every minute there's a story to tell. Keep abreast of happening locally and internationally via the news updates of Wake Up Nigeria.
It's light camera fashion, where we strut, slay, and sashay and keep you updated with all the latest fashion trends.
Level up your morning.
Watch Wake Up Nigeria, where every morning begins with a spark.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting.
All right, it is time for wellness. Now we'll be discussing the topic Real Men Don't Cry, Fatherhood and Depression, with Dr. Obi Aloma Nade. She is fondly known as Radio Doctor, and her journey into mental health adversity started in 2018, inspired by her personal battle with postpartum depression. Now, Obi is renowned for her unrelenting passion, extensive knowledge, and practical approach to addressing various health challenges. We're happy to have you here.
Thank you so much, Edgar. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Now, I was just reading about you, and I heard that you've experienced postpartum depression.
Yes.
What was that like for you?
Well, I would say it was like, first of all, whenever people ask me this question, my response is, it was like screaming in a room full of people and nobody could hear me. It was like me trying to find my way in a very dark room.
Wow.
Because number one, my first son is 15.
Okay.
So my first experience with postpartum depression was 2008, I think. 2009, rather. And I didn't even know what was going on with me, you know, because the typical symptoms of maternal postpartum depressions are signs like withdrawal, difficulty bonding with your baby, which I had, I mean, all my life. I saw my mom, my sisters, all the women around me. Once the baby, you know, was here, once the baby arrived, everybody was happy. And I was expecting same. And then my baby is here, and I'm like, okay, when am I going to be happy? When am I going to be excited? You know, and I did not feel any of that. And I was unable to, you know, talk to anybody for close to 3 months. So I dealt with that.
For 3
for
months.
the fear of the stigma that comes with it.
All right, all right. So the topic today is on the paternal side.
Yes.
And it's interesting because we live in a society where men are told to be strong, men are told to be bold, men cannot cry. I remember growing up, my mom would tell me, you better not cry, you're not a woman. So it means that there's some form of responsibility the society has created for a man. And my mom will always say, you're a real man. Real men don't cry.
Don't cry, exactly.
So my question is, how do you really define a real man? What makes a man real?
Okay, Edgar, thank you. This is a very, very interesting question. And I will answer by sharing a story.
All right, cool.
So about 4 or 5 years ago, this woman, she comes to me, she says, look, I need you to speak to my husband. I do not understand what is going on with him. And she goes on to share her story. She says, as her due date, she was pregnant at the time this happened. As her due date was approaching, she insisted that her husband was going to be with her in the delivery room. And the husband was pleading with her from the first day. But guess what? The husband could not tell her why. He just said to her, please, do not allow me go into this delivery room with you, and all of that. And she was upset, and she discussed with her friends. Her friends were like, what do you mean? What do you mean by your husband? Is he not the one that got you pregnant? He has to be in there with you. So eventually he goes into this labor room into the delivery room rather with his wife. The baby arrives, and then she notices a change, a drastic change. He's withdrawn from family life. He doesn't want to have anything to do with the baby.
Okay.
And this is a husband that is hands-on with domestic chores, you know, and very present in family life. He's angry a lot of the times, he's irritable, and she's like, what's going on? It even impacted their love life.
Wow.
You know, it went beyond that to, you know, their love life and all of that. And then she even had to go to the family. They called a family meeting, and the man said, I just don't want to have anything to do with my wife or the baby for now. And so when we got talking with the man, we discovered that this man had a history of there was post-traumatic stress disorder going on because he was involved in an accident that involved a lot of blood, you know, and all of that, about 5 years before he got married. Now, he had not received any form of counseling, right? So for any time he was in an environment where there was, you know, a lot of blood or people were in pain or stuff, it kind of triggered post-traumatic stress.
But this is leading to my next question, because how do you differentiate between post-traumatic stress or disorder from financial burden? Because there are some men that, you know, the reason why they're unhappy is because they realize that the cost of diapers, the cost of paying for medical, you know, requirements is on the high side, and they have to do this continuously. You know, so how do you really differentiate that this one is not even a problem? It's just the man that is having the issue with his money.
Okay, this is another interesting question, and it takes me to the point where I need to define mental health and mental illness. So what is mental health? First off, we all have mental health, right? Mental health is a state of mental well-being that determines how we think, feel, and act. It helps us realize our abilities. It helps us with decision making. It helps us perform our day-to-day tasks. So it is just your state of mind at the time.
Okay.
Now, mental illness is a broad range of mental health disorders. Just like you have physical illness, you have malaria, you have cancer, you have all of that. It's the same way you have mental health disorders and all of that. So you said, how can you differentiate? Now, the difference is when a man is having financial struggles, which is just more of a temporal situation.
Sometimes it could be for a long one.
Yeah, because
you still have to pay school fees.
Well, that's true. And
then sometimes you don't really. At the end of the day, you don't determine how many children. Imagine you're someone who has just planned. You've done your family planning. And you just want one.
Absolutely.
Only for your wife to not give birth to 7.
Thank you.
Where do you start from there?
So let's now go to the topic of today, which is paternal postpartum depression. So what is paternal postpartum depression? That's a type of depression that affects dads with newborns, right? Yes, it's characterized by symptoms like withdrawal, irritability, anger, risk-taking behavior like substance or alcohol abuse, and all of that. So this brings me to your question. What are the causes? Because people will always ask, what causes depression? I mean, the birth of a baby in our society should be a joyful occasion, right? So nobody's expecting you to feel sad and all of that. So the causes, some of first, science suggests that sometimes it has to do with the man's hormones. So a sharp drop in testosterone, if I pronounce that correctly, can impact a man's state of mind, you see. But it is more of social and psychological factors. So social factors like a father who is struggling, who does not have the financial wherewithal. In fact, I know a dad who already has 6 kids, and then his wife comes one morning and she says she's pregnant. This man sank into serious depression. Because he was bearing the financial burden, right? And he was already struggling with 6 kids. So this is financial low income can impact a man's mental health, a man's state of mind when he has a new baby. Dads who have babies with birth defects, this can impact a man's mental health. Age can impact, either the dad is too young. And is not ready, or he has gone past the age of childbearing, or has decided he doesn't want any more kids, or unplanned pregnancy, or the quality of the relationship with dad and mom. You know, things like this. All these things can impact or tend to impact a man's mental health. Just like I shared, the story I shared, a previous or ongoing history of mental health problems like depression.
But is it not funny that most of these problems or most of the topic here, they all have men in front of them? You have mental problem, mental health, mental disorder, men. Like, I mean, why? All right, but another serious question is, there are some men that would rather pray about their struggles than, meet a therapist. So I'm just wondering here, is it that the issue or the depression is not seen too serious that prayer shouldn't handle?
Fantastic. That's a very good question. Now, when we say mental health, mental has to do with your mind, right? And like I said earlier, the causes of paternal postpartum depression are more social and psychological. So for instance, it's just like when people say, if I come to you now, Edgar, and I say, Edgar, I have severe malaria, what would you say to me? Will you say, Obi, go and pray?
No,
what would you say?
I would probably tell you to go to the hospital.
Thank you. So this answers your question. So if a man, for instance, maybe your brother says to you, look, since this baby arrived, I don't know, I'm struggling to bond with this baby, I'm so distant from my wife and all of that. The first thing people will tell you, and that's why I'm passionate about creating awareness on mental health as a concept, because the first thing the average Nigerian will tell you is, you're not praying enough. This is demonic, this is spiritual, right? There's nothing wrong with praying, but people must understand that when there's an illness of the mind going on, it's something that cannot be helped by the person experiencing it. So the same way you say to me, oh, you have malaria, why don't you go see a doctor? Because you know it's beyond me, right? I need professional help, exactly. That's the same advice, that's the same sort of support we should provide for dads who are struggling.
All right, so for some men who are watching the program right now, who are probably going through this, what are some steps they can take to just feel better or feel more connected? Because some of the issues that you mentioned is withdrawal. And the moment they see their wives with their children, they just want to stay away, and they're going into drinking and all sorts. What are some steps they can take, to make them just feel more connected and to make them show that true appreciation which they have in their minds?
Exactly. So, somebody, I was on Facebook the other day, and a dad shares, he made a post, he said, we just welcomed the baby. We just welcomed our daughter, Ella, or something. So somebody else shares that post, a lady, and then she puts this right there. Who is the we? You didn't do a C-section because the wife had the baby. You didn't do a C-section. You didn't stay awake for 9 months. So who is the we? So this is one, in the course of this job, this is one area where dads they tend to struggle. Because when you go visiting, right, like when you go visiting a couple who just had a baby, you're likely to take gifts for the baby and the mom. But nobody remembers that.
Yes.
So one of the major struggles is that dads...
I'm even of the opinion that men should start having omugwo.
Yes,
exactly. Men should start having omugwo.
Do you understand?
Special care for them as well.
Absolutely. Because...
I'm happy you are saying this thing. Men should be having omugwo.
Yes, men's lives matter, actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
So because one of the areas where dads have told me during counseling sessions that they struggle the most is they feel like they're outsiders in all of this. They don't know how to connect. Everybody comes, the whole attention is on mom and dad. So what I would say to men who are experiencing paternal postpartum depression right now is this. Number one, you're not alone. There are so many other men. In fact, research has also proven that, I didn't say this, research said that 50% of dads tend to or will experience postpartum depression, right? Especially dads whose partners are experiencing paternal postpartum depression. So you're not alone. That's number one. And number two, I will also advise there's something about solid social support, because there's a huge gap in the mental health field in Nigeria here. So most times we prefer self-help coping mechanisms, except in cases where whatever is present is severe. So, number one, you need to find another dad, preferably. Another dad
huge.
Who has walked down that road. Because you see, when veteran moms talk to, first-time moms who just had babies and all of that, and they say, look, this was what happened and everything, it kind of helps you feel better. So if you can find social support in your dad, in your brothers, in your religious heads,
family members as well.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much, Doctor, for coming. It was brilliant to have you. For those of you that are home, it is also very important to note that you are not alone, and find that special person that you can always have in your family, in your life, that you can always share things with. But we're not done. We actually have something special for you in the kitchen. Yes, and we want you to have a taste of that as well.
Great for my mental health.
Media company, not just a man.
Oh, yes.
Welcome to the kitchen.
Yes, of course. Yeah. So, our Chef Nello has been here, hard at work. The tray putting together this boiled plantain. So it's boiled on ripe plantain and a vegetable sauce with grilled chicken.
Healthy
for you. Yeah, very, very healthy, right? Very minimal oil and minimal spices as well. So we'd love for you to try it out and let us know exactly what you think about it.
Let's see. Veggies. Lots of veggies.
Those veggies are so fresh.
Great for mental health. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Well done, Chef
Beautiful.
Nello.
Spicy.
Well done.
The salt, the seasoning is just perfect.
Just
perfect.
Nice.
Yes.
Well done.
Fantastic.
I told her.
Told her what?
But Edgar told me to come on Saturday that he's a
No, so we don't. The show doesn't. I don't know if what
your colleagues are laughing, so I don't know if this is. You said that we can't.
You don't want to be hungry. You better eat before coming. Don't even come.
Oh, okay. I should not bother.
Don't mind them.
Anyway, still standing by, we have Ella Centric ready to ease us off this amazing set for today on Wake Up Nigeria. You ready, Ella? Take it away.